Christmas Eve, fam and friends, we're almost there, and Santa is definitely on the run. Christmas time is coming. Did you get your presents? Did you get your tree up? And get the lights out, wrap them around, yeah, plug them into the wall. Yeah, you're staring from all angles, wondering when the ornament's gonna fall. See, them trees that die in the moment you cut them down, then you put them up, and you sit there, you're looking at them, you're waiting for Santa Claus to come. Santa's on the run. Santa's on the run. Mrs. Claus, she's getting his trousers ready for the night. Yeah, taking flight. Got the reindeers on the front and come along for the ride. Yeah, got 1 billion plus homes to hit in about 6 hours. I gotta get my coffee filled. I'm gonna get myself a thermos, gonna throw it in the back too, and maybe I won't get tired. I know it's one night. Santa's on the run. Oh, Santa's on the run. Santa's on the run. Santa's on the run. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Santa's on the run. Santa's on the run. Yeah. Get the job done. Yeah. Christmas Eve. Woo! Running out of time, got lots of homes to get to, gotta eat them cookies to get down the chimney, and you see there's a little boy peeking from the top of the stairs, and I got to go back up. I told him he's gotta be asleep, and he's not, he gets cold, leaving it at the bottom of it. Oh, well, maybe his parents will make it right, 'cause he's messing up my night. I got a schedule to keep, yeah, I can't stop missing it 'cause of a little kid. Santa's on the run, 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 run. Santa's on the run, 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 run. Santa's on the run, 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 yeah. Take over ground, yeah. We need to be above 65 miles an hour if we want to take flight. I know we got a long night ahead of us. Oh, I'm afraid, my friends, my caribou, we're on until it ends. Santa's on the run, 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 Rudolph, run, run, Rudolph, yeah. Santa's on the run, oh, Santa's on the run, yeah, yeah, yeah. Santa's on the run, run, Rudolph, run, run, Rudolph. Santa's on the run. night, you see. Going to the next house, I'm going scrum-diddly-dumptious. I got my milk, I got my dipping, I'm going down, I'm sipping, going down to the bottom of the chimney. Gotta bring the kids with me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what we do, the hip-hopping, hip-chop-chopping, go rockin' and roll. Yeah, that's a doing every night, yo. And that's a doing every day, cause you know that Santa Claus, yeah. Oh, Santa's on the run, 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 run. Santa's on the run. Santa's on the run, 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 Rudolph, run, run, Rudolph, yeah. Oh, Santa's on the run, 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 Santa's on the run, 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 Rudolph, run, run, Rudolph, whoa. Santa's on the run. Santa's on the run, run, Rudolph. Santa's on the run, yeah, ladies, gentlemen, children of all ages. Well, they're probably sleeping. Anyway, guys, we're here. It's Christmas Eve. Looking for another way. The 1,819th day in a row of the Mark and Spire show. Before midnight, we're doing it. It's Christmas, just like 3 or 4 minutes here. And we're together for Christmas Eve. And then Christmas, the first thing we get to do on Christmas is say Merry Christmas to each other, first of all. Secondly, we're going to probably rock out a song or two. Christmas music, right? I mean, it's Christmas Day in a couple minutes. It's Christmas Eve right now still. If you have any classics you'd like to hear, we were rocking out on Feliz Navidad the other day. We're going to do that one. We're going to do a parumpa-pum-pum, right? What's that, Joanne? No, Joanne, we can hear your tum-tum. She goes, what, do you hear my tum-tum? Well, nothing's working? What is going on here with my... What the freaking heck, you know? This is weird stuff. You set up your stream deck and nothing's working. Let's just see what happens. Yeah, nothing's working. Stream deck, you're a bunch of crap. You know what? It's funny. I usually don't do updates where it's like, do you want to update to the newest firmware? No, because every time I do that, you stop working. Still, nothing. Unbelievable. What's it saying? It's looking for something? Anything? That is hilarious. It doesn't even know anything anymore. Mark Inspires, yes. Where's the source? Oh, mother. You know, it's stopped. It's not working anymore. I had everything tied in together, and now it's not. Unfreaking real. You know, that's the stuff that bothers me most. Default profile. We're going to that. There's nothing there. Nope. All right, well, I guess we're not using any of our buttons tonight. I guess we're going to have to do one of these. Let me find the intro scene on my stupid OBS. Hold on. It's somewhere in here, guys. I have no idea where, clearly, because I can't find it. And my camera just went out. Everything's happening with the perfect intro. I don't see it. We're not going to do an intro tonight. We're doing just the outro. We'll do that at the end. So, guys, how is everybody doing? Did you have a nice Christmas Eve? I was with family, and that's why we're here late. In fact, in a few minutes, Santa's on the run, if you know what I mean. So, like, I'm going to have to drop and play you something. Now, today, Today, I dropped one of the most powerful pieces of content in the last 365 days. We hit it all. We go across the entire spectrum here. You know, it's comedy, it's music, and then there are these really insane rants, these powerful rants. Do I eat cookies? I should eat cookies. I like cookies. Cookies, right, Elite? I'll go Cookie Monster style. So, guys, this speech was about how you connect in a holiday when you're not feeling it, you know? Like there's people who are Grinches, there are people who are just going through a lot, and I happen to be doing that myself. So I wanted to share with you how I continue to show up and be positive even though we have extenuating details in our lives. That's Matt Zabrowski right there with a woo-hoo. And so basically how it goes is, you know, my father right now will not be home with us tomorrow for Christmas. He's at the hospital, you know, it's like one thing after the other, but he's, you know, dealing with cancer, and it's the worst. It's the worst thing in the world to see the person you love, your father, you know, going through this. And there are no words for it. There are none. So I don't talk about it at length. I just say this is going on. I mean, what else can you say about it, you know? And there's nothing I can do except send love in his direction, send positivity at him. Build him a cane, you know, like, what else can I do except hurt for him and just pray that things can work out. This isn't a, you know, good path. As you get older, your parents get older, and one day it's you know, you're an orphan, you know, and it happens to everybody. Some people it goes the other way. You never want to lose a child, so you should hope the progression goes as it always has, where the parents pass away and you get to, you know, honor them. And so everybody deals with these losses. We call them personal deaths as well. And I only thought about it from that perspective after someone explaining this to me recently, that, you know, we go through so many deaths ourselves in life in order to get to the final. And I kind of believe that by that final death, you're just kind of like, whatever, take me, you know, like I'm done with it. I've given it all I can. And really the concept behind that is every time you do something for the last time, a piece of you is dying, even though you may not really feel it. You sold that house, you broke up with that person, you went out camping with your son, like the last time, you didn't know it. Went out hunting with your dad, it's the last time you did it. And there's these small deaths that take place in our lives. And then when we finally get to the last, our actual final death, the biggest one, it doesn't really mean as much as it does when you're going through all those little ones. You know, like I want to be here forever. I want to show up here every day for the rest of my life and beyond to put on a positive message for you, create a song. It's been 1,819 days in a row of doing it. I don't know if I can go to 2,000, if I can go to 2,500 days in a row, but I'm freaking going to try. I still can't. No, I can. I can believe I made it to 1,819 days in a row because my dedication is to try to change this world. It's when you have a mission, you have a goal, and you have a path that you can see and no one else in the world sees it. It's just a matter of you doing it. Just go and do that thing you see. If the world really cares at all and they want to come together and they want to be on one show that's here every day of existence, there's a positivity message, some music and some comedy, and they want to come and join that, that's great. That is what I'm doing it for. The motto of my show is to effect a positive change one person at a time. I hope at one point you were affected in a positive way by my show and you said, I'm coming back. I'm going to see Mark again because I liked what he put out there. And if that's the case, then I did my job. One person at a time, every day. And this is why I haven't quit. Because the mission is small. It's not affect the world in a daily, you know. No, it's to affect a positive change one person at a time. I write a lot of quotes, but when I wrote that, I said, yep, that's my motto. I used to live by, before I started writing tons of quotes, I used to live by Dr. Wayne Dyer's change the way you look at things and the things you look at change. It's a powerful, powerful statement and quote. But I think I've written better. The only difference between me and my physical heart is I will never quit. That's better. Nobody knows it. That doesn't freaking matter. I wrote something that's better than change the way you look at things and the things you look at change. The only difference between me and my physical heart is I will never quit. Everybody's a nobody till there's somebody. Time plus effort equals result. You have to put the effort out there at 100 for all of the time, by the way. You can't just do something and then do it like crap and then be like, yay. I mean, I guess you can. We see people all the time that just put the effort out there and there's nothing and they're just very successful. The point is, though, they still had to put out that effort because time plus effort equals result. That time may be short. For some people, it's overnight. They go and they start a stream and everybody in the world knows about Ginger Bagoo. And then there's other people who show up every day of existence and they still can't break through. Can't get anything to go viral. Can't get anybody to see the live. You know, that type of stuff. And then we have to find something deeper that we do it for. We do it for the evergreen content that's here. The songs, the music, the comedy, everything that happens here, it's all cataloged now. So hopefully we never have a Wages world like total blackout, Carrington effect style. And my content is still here in 100 years and in 500 years and in 1,000 years. People are going through every single thing I created and saying, how the frickin' hell did the world not know this guy existed when he was there? And I don't say that in a cocky way. I just created over 3,700 pieces of content, 9 feature films, and 209 songs on iTunes. And I am the inventor and patent holder of the only drum in the world for guitar players. In 1,000 years, when someone looks up who invented the BeatSeat, the only drum in the world for guitar players, they'll see Mark Pires there. I already put my thumbprint on this world. I changed music forever with the BeatSeat. There's only one drum in the world you could play with your entire body. There's only one drum in the world you could sit upright and kick while you play your guitar and you don't hurt your back. It sounds like a drum kit. It's called the BeatSeat, and one day you will know about it. And remember, when you saw me and I told you about it, I invented it. I built them and shipped them out right here from Fairfield, Connecticut. So my legacy is already there. Whether or not I find people through this show or not. I invented the BeatSeat. It's not only for musicians. It's also the most powerful sensory therapy drum on the planet for anybody with autism or with a special need. Every time you hit it, you feel it. I feel that through my whole body. Seeing children change in front of your eyes playing the BeatSeat. I got a mission beyond my mission. Affect a positive change one person at a time, whether it's on the Mark Inspire show or sitting in front of a child with the only drum in the world that you could play with your entire body. So I have to learn to step back and have gratitude for the creations. Because it is the ride that we're after. The ultimate success really means nothing. Because once people get it, they're just like, what's next? So I'm chasing for, I guess, acknowledgement for 209 amazing songs. Now, they're not all amazing, but there's a lot of great songs in the 209 on iTunes. Some of them are a little too long. I should just re-edit them, but the concepts are amazing. The fact that each of them was written live in the moment is amazing. Looping, all this crazy stuff and coming up with... You got to be you. You got to be you. Yes, you got to be you. You got. Every night I write something like that. It's crazy. And they're all over, but nobody, I mean, by all over, I mean, you could go to my YouTube, you could go to my Spotify, and you could listen to all 209 songs right now. But how the freaking hell are you going to find my Spotify? How are you going to find my YouTube channel? That's the bigger question. So if you did and you're here right now, welcome. Welcome to the longest running daily variety, positivity, and live creation show. Welcome to Christmas every day of the year. You get a gift. Whether or not you want to receive it, you get it every single day of the year. There's a soul that shows up and puts pure light out in the form of music, in the form of comedy, in the form of truth. Inspiration that the world needs, that you need. So, I refuse to only celebrate Christmas on December 25th. I celebrate it every day of the year by giving and hoping to connect. Christmas is the ultimate day for that. It's the day where people actually revere positivity. They say, you know what? This is a great thing. We should do more of this. And then the day after that, they go back to closing doors on people, firing people who maybe missed something, instead of giving them a kind word of encouragement. We live in evil times. We live in a pretty evil world. And we only have each other. That's the truth. We only have each other. So if that is true, how would you, if you were the enemy of that, how would you get that to not happen? If you know these people only have each other and together they could do anything, wouldn't you do everything possible to break that up? Wouldn't you do everything possible to point out the, 5 or 6 things that make them fight and divide and say, let's just push that at them 24/7, 365. So all they're doing is staying distracted, and they never get to experience the beauty of God. What's the beauty of God? This moment right here. I'm starting to learn a little more about why this show is so heavily suppressed and why it is such a threat to democracy. I heard something, I think it was Jesse Lee Peterson, and he said, the devil's goal is to keep you distracted in the moment so you never connect with God. And I said, holy fucking shit. Every day for 1,819 days in a row, we've been connecting with God, guys. Whatever you call God, we've been connecting with the spirit of the creator of this everything for 5 years in a row every day. And then I said it. That's why the devil wants me to quit so badly. Change the way you look at things, Mark. And the things you look at change. The reason you can't gather 1 million people when you're live, which is what we should be doing, is because the devil desperately needs you to quit. He can't have people connecting in the moment with the creator of it all. He needs you distracted. He needs you divided. So push he does every day. Mark, nobody sees your shit content. You put that out and you got 27 views. You got 13,000, almost 13,000 subscribers, 25 people saw that content. You suck. You should quit. Clearly it's not good content. If it was, people would want to see it. They'd show up and find you, right? Quit. You suck. Almost 5 years in a row and no one comes and watches you live. Quit. I'm sorry, what's that, devil? Did you say something? Oh, I got something for you. Go fuck yourself. I'll be here every day. You can't stop me. You want me to stop? You want me to stop trying to bring this world together? I get it. You want to win. You want to destroy. I get it. You didn't think that there was somebody who'd keep going when they'd look up and see 0 or 2 or 3 people for 1,000 days, 1,500 days in a row. Write the most beautiful song in history and open your eyes to see 3 people in there. Oh, he'll quit tomorrow. He won't come back. That's Christmas Eve, devil. I know tomorrow is also another win for you, when we all celebrate this pagan holiday. That's why Christmas is every day, devil, on the Mark and Pires show. Every day. Every day, what happens here is what you fear most. People connecting in the moment and forgetting about your lies for an hour. Oh, you want me to quit so badly. I know this is the Christmas gift of all. Thank you. Thank you, Yahshua. I see it for the first time ever. This isn't YouTube and Facebook and Mark Zuckerdick. This is the ultimate evil. This is the one who wants it all to end. And the one who wants me to quit. It's not YouTube. They actually probably would be happy if the show blew up. Because then they'd be like, oh, 3,700 pieces of content. Everybody's going back and watching all that stuff. We get ad revenue. It's not YouTube. I'm just part of the devil's algorithm, which is, can't let anybody find that. We can't let them find the moment. Keep them from the moment. That's where the Creator is, my enemy. Now you guys could be tuning in and be like, what the hell is this guy talking about? Guys, we all have a story. My story started on December 31st, 2018, when I pushed live for the first time. I think the devil cried that day. It wasn't because it was the greatest show ever, but it's because it started the greatest show ever. The greatest show ever is every emotion in one. It's not just comedy. It's not just music. It's not just inspiration. It's not just truth and the moment resonating. It's all of it. That's what Shakespeare was amazing, because he could write comedy and music, and somebody died, there's this love story, and everything happened in the story. And it's the most beautiful thing to see every emotion transpire. So welcome to the one show where you will see every single emotion transpire if you show up here. I take out that 1775 Bible. I'll write a song live in the moment. We're going to make you laugh. Joanne's going to wheeze. Something happens at all times here. So if you stick around long enough, you will be hanging out with the most amazing community of people in the chat here if you head over to YouTube. And whatever happens with my show, continuing is the ultimate punch in the face to the devil. I realize that now. Quitting because of something not being wherever is him winning. And I refuse to let him beat me in that manner. I'm thinking back to Jesus and Yahshua sitting on the mount or wherever he was with the devil, and he's trying to give him everything. And it kind of reminds me of that. Mark, just say what we want you to say, and we'll give you followers. We'll give you viewings. We'll have people come and hanging out. Just tell them that this is good. Just influence them the way I want you to influence them. I've said it many times. I said it tonight when I was explaining my plight to family members. I don't know, you could call it integrity. I don't know what you want to call it, but there's like this fire. Every time I think about any of it, it starts burning. And I realize that fire is so much more powerful than any of the negativity in this world. And it's where all of my strength comes from. And in that, there's something that almost feels like heavenly. It feels like a connection to God. It does, because it feels so much stronger and more powerful than anything else that could try to sideline you. It's like, yeah, I got that. Oh, you want me? Yeah, I got that. Don't tell me I can't. I know I could do that. I feel it. I feel it so deep inside. And that's why I think you guys have to understand, like, you will hear people throughout your life tell you you can't do things. You have to feel it. Can you or can you not do it? If the input of those around you causes you to believe you can't, then you can't. I'm sorry, you just can't. You have to have it within you to say, these people don't even know what the hell they're talking about. They don't even tune into my show. You're going to tell me what I should do? Now, I'm either ahead of my time, behind time, whatever the heck it is. This is a live in the moment show that can go anywhere. To me, I'm excited about it. I like that. I like the idea of going in every which way possible and see where we wind up. Oh, but some people do want, they have to have structure. I want to make sure it's music every night. It's got to be inspiration every day. It's got to be, positivity and truth, the magic of the show is you don't know what you're going to get. I had my friend Alan, he said, Mark, you got to pick one. He goes, the music's great. The comedy's great. The inspiration's great. The positivity's great. But you got to pick one. People can't. They just can't. They need structure. They need balance. They need to know it's one thing or the other. I said, dude, why can't they be like, I can't wait to see what this guy says today. I can't wait to see what the hell comes out of his guitar today. Because, guys, if you like these words, I'll tell you, I play music better than what I'm saying. And I don't know, I never took lessons. So I invented this drum and I play it and I play the guitar and I don't know what I'm doing now, but I could tell you one thing that I'm certain of. I could finally, after 25 years of playing guitar and not knowing what I'm playing on that guitar, I could finally play any single thing that my mind hears prior to me playing it. If that makes sense. I'll put a loop in and all of a sudden I'm going and my mind is hearing several seconds ahead. So what you're hearing, I already heard a couple seconds before. And when I get to the end of that, I'm now playing the stuff that's going on right now. And so I'm seeing the future in my songs as I go. So what you hear, you're actually then hearing what I foretold in my mind. If that makes any sense? It doesn't, but... And so if you do like the music you hear when you hear me play it, keep in mind that it's not just inspired. It's a prophecy. Seeing several seconds into the future to hear these words, to hear these notes that come out of the guitar. When you guys hear me say the words that come out in these songs, and you're like, what the that is insane. Yeah, it is, but there's a reason it's insane. Yes, it's live in the moment, but my mind is advanced well beyond the very second that you are in. Musically. And I'm already hearing it. I'm already hearing 3 seconds down the line. I just was never able to actually play what I hear before. So I'd be like, I'd hear this thing, and I'd be like, oh man, that would be amazing if I knew how to do that with my hands, if I knew what notes those were. But I never took guitar lessons. So when I play something, it's like, you're either playing the thing you hear in your head or you're just jamming out. Sometimes I'm in just like, whatever. I'm not hearing it. I'm just jamming, playing off the notes. But there's some times, guys, and like the other night was an example. Last night when I played that
We will overcome the struggles of this world. Yeah, those are the lyrics. We will overcome the struggles of this world. And then I start singing and looping on top of that. I will be working on that and dropping it for you tomorrow or the next day. Powerful. Powerful. Guys, this is what comes out nightly here. Stand proud, sing loud. Let it all out. Let it all out. Set your soul free. Set your soul free. Stand proud. Sing loud. I mean, it's like a classical piece. But everything was created live in the moment. And again, I didn't realize how much of a threat that was to the devil until I heard Jesse Lee Peterson say that. Oh, yeah, no, the devil wants to keep you busy from the moment you wake up. And I was like, what is he talking about now? And Jesse Lee's always going after people and like getting them to get pissed off. So I was like, what is he talking about? And he was in the middle of an actual, pastoral moment. He's in the process of connecting with his creator. There's one creator, okay? But we all connect to that creator differently. And he was in the middle of it. I could tell because the words were inspired. And he said, that's the devil's ultimate goal is to keep you distracted from the moment you wake up until the moment you go to sleep. If you could stay away from where God is, he's won. And I always say, I'm like, guys, how the heck are all of these amazing songs coming out of the moment? How are 9 feature films and comedies and all kinds of powerful, inspirational moments happening here? And it's very simple. The Creator is here with us. The enemy of the devil. It's the moment. It's where everything happens, or everything happened, and where everything will happen going forward. There is no future. The past already took place, or did it? The past, the future, and now are all right now. The Big Bang, which is a freaking load of shit, as far as I'm concerned, from that moment to this moment and a million years in the future are all right here. The moment where God created everything is right here. We think about time linear. It's like this, we start here and we go that way, but we just don't know how to connect with the frequency to see the other years. And there's a different frequency clearly for every moment for the dimension that we live in. And we're here. Look, there's a lot we can't comprehend with the way things are going and the way they're run. But I believe, and again, it may just be crazy, that when I'm here creating a song in the moment, we're connecting with the ultimate of energies. And again, that's what they really don't want us to connect with. They don't want us there. And I get it. So, guys, 40-minute rant. Sorry, I actually was going to share the rant that I put out today because I started with this, telling you how we could stay positive on a day like today when you're not feeling it, with my dad in the hospital and all. But that was a whole different rant. And I do believe what I said there is accurate, that the devil is after us all. And he is very threatened by this show. Because we could do something that he'd never be able to stop. His biggest fear is that we all connect. I'm going to leave you with one more note. We talked about this. It's part of, I think, one of the rants or whatever you want to call it. The biggest issues in the world are very surface. I think about how we automatically divide when you pick 2 different colors and work from there. You're either black or you're white, right? That's the way we're kind of taught. You're black or you're white, you're brown. It's these, okay, that's 3, And it's these colors, right? And it's like, well, wait a minute. Who's the brown again? oh, well, they're probably a mix of the white and the. Oh, so wait, let's go back a second here. What is white? Because I have a visual reference to what the color white is, and I really haven't seen a human that's that color. I've seen a few albinos that are close, but translucent, vibe. But no, I've never seen white, and I've never seen a black person. I've seen darker people, and I have seen Mexican people. My father happens to be very dark complexion Portuguese. I've seen that. But so again, we're like thinking about, is it the devil or whatever? Who creates these narratives, this division? But whoever is involved or forcing us down this rabbit hole of destruction, they clearly understand that if you pin people against each other, you can create some sort of effect. And the effect is, I think, keep them away from the moment, keep them distracted, keep them hating, and most of all, keep them divided. We can't have them connect and realize that there really is no such thing as colors and that everybody is one color. One color. And then we're just shades of that color. Okay? From here to here. You understand? So there is no race except the human race. And like, I know that seems really alternative, guys, to say this, but can we please just tell me in the chat, how would you feel if the whole world as a whole said, hey, you're my brother, you're my sister. Well, what color are you? I don't know. I went to the chart, on this shade of number 64. I'm number 64. You know what I mean? And they're like, oh, you're 64. Yeah, I'm a 37. It's like, oh man, you probably should take a little extra vitamin E when you're outside. You got the one guy, he's 946. Like, dude, you're the best. Cause when you get to 1,000, you're like the ultimate. But I mean, like, if we broke it down like color tone from 0 to 1,000, you know what I mean? Cause there is one color. Do you guys agree? I don't know. Like I said, I know people are very proud. I'm proud to be black, proud to be white, proud to be whatever. You should just be proud to be alive. You should be thankful, have gratitude that you get to live and be here today for Merry Christmas, by the way, for December 25th, 2023. Merry Christmas. It's all to keep us distracted. If VW hates S-Coupe, if Alien hates S-Coupe, if we get into a world where Lags is here and Abandon hates S-Coupe, like that's what we want. No, you know what I find interesting? When Andrea O'Neill and Lags Abandon and S-Coupe and VW and Alien Believers and Renee Woods and Trish Killian are sending love to each other. And if you guys are on TikTok, please head over to YouTube. Just click the link in my bio. It's a much better experience. It looks better. The audio is better. And there's a group of people that shows up every day here on YouTube. And if you're looking for a connection, for a true connection, 1,819 days of Christmas. That's what we do here. I give a gift every day, the moment, some creation, and my truth. Now, someone may not like my truth. They may say, I don't like your truth, Mark. I don't agree. That's fine. You can use your finger and you can scroll and nobody's going to think any differently. Because there is a platform out there that's going to say the things you want to hear. But I'm sorry, you're being led by lies. Everything that's said here is as close to the truth as I've ever seen. I've been live for 5 years in a row every single day, and if you go back and watch any day, you'll say, holy shit, that came true. The songs I wrote all came true. Everything I said about the last 4 years came true. Now, am I a scientist? Am I a doctor? No, I'm not. But I have something deep inside of me that I don't think others are able to connect to, which is this bullshit meter. And I think we all have it. I do. I think just some of us are really able to sense what's going on, and others are like, yay, put another one in my shoulder. Maybe this one will work. They told me the first 6 will, but maybe the 7th will. No offense. But some of us, when we hear someone say, hey, you're going to want to wear 7,467 masks and get another bugaboo. It's going to work this time. Trust me. Dr. Weasel Fauci. When you get there, you have to search your soul. And you have to ask yourself, do they really want me to be okay? Or do they want me to need other things after this? Seeing too many people that were like healthy before now, like issues. Lots of issues. What the hell's going on with that person? Oh, like this weird thing happened where half the body stopped working. Do you guys think it has something to do with the bugaboo? No. What? No, not at all. Just happened. Like, this is life. This is life. Yeah, but your kid was like perfect for the first 27 years, like perfect. And all of a sudden, now this like half the body thing's happening. Yeah, but that's like normal stuff, guys. 27, that's a good run. Like, what the people are really, really out there in 2023, And if you bring it up, they're like, whoa, you're a conspiracy theorist. I'm like, I just want to have a conversation about the crappy stuff that's going on. Can we do that? Are we allowed to? I built a sword. 1775 Bible. Guys, when you got a 1775 Bible in the studio and Joanne's wheezing, you got to be prepared with a sword. So we built it. Anyway, guys, that's basically my story. I'm sticking to it. I hope you appreciated it. I hope you understand why I say these things. I only try to get you prepared for what's coming. Don't know what that is. I really don't. But I believe that if we're connecting here in the moment, we'll be ready. We'll at least have that. We'll at least have our strongest connection to the spirit of this universe. Yeah, I can't think of one other thing that really gets me going. I want to ask you guys about this. This is just funny to me. So we have this mentality of believing that everybody prior to let's call it 700 AD, whatever, okay? Or let's call it BC, okay? Like prehistoric times, that everybody's an idiot. We're like, that's a moron. They were stupid brains. They didn't even have brains. Look, they were using rocks and throwing them at things. We believe that we are somehow superior to the humans that lived here before us. We just have this thing. It's just like we believe we're stronger, smarter than anybody who came up before us. And there's a certain period of time where people were just dumb. Guys, do you know how smart every single ancestor of yours needed to be in order for you to be alive? Genius. From inception. Look there. Killed by a dinosaur. Killed by a saber-toothed lion, tiger, whatever the hell it is. You know what I'm saying? You had to be keen. You had to be aware. You had to say, did you hear that? I smell something. You got to have something. You're not going to just walk out there and get to 2023. Those dummy ancestors. Do you guys think that? I've always had that, yeah, well, they were all idiots back then. It's like, yeah, we learn as we go. Books are written, people follow, and all of a sudden other books are written. And then, hey, look, we have a pretty full library, don't we? And so I think what we see is, this we look backwards and then we have this negative thought on the people before us. But we also in the same moment are willing to take 100% to heart and to our lives and to everything else that there were these random prophecies that came out of nowhere about one man being a god and it's from thousands of years ago, mind you. oh, well, there's this prophecy that this person will do this, that, and another thing. And it's like, now we're here in 2023 and everybody looks back like, yep, that's right, the prophecy. Like, where the fuck did the prophecy come from? How do these things come about? They start as stories, or is this real? Like, how do we know? Oh, you have to take it on faith, Mark. I'm like, oh man, this is a hard one for me. This is a hard one for me. There's so many things I'm like torn about. It's just, and I wear my cross every day, and I know Yahushua is real, but it's like, then I start thinking about stuff, and I'm like, how the heck can you believe anything truthfully and say that 7,000 years ago, well, who had the prophecy? Where did this prophecy come from? Oh, well, they talked about it in the caves. Okay, well, was it just somebody talking about, well, one day we know that this thing is going to happen, and you believe that? If I was to sit here in front of you guys right now and say, one day there will be a man, he's going to be born, and he will be the God. He's going to be the second one, though, guys. The first one, he wasn't the real guy. This one's coming. I guess the Jewish people have been saying that forever, but this guy is the real deal. You know what I mean? It's just like, and then you take that on faith. You're like, yeah, no, remember that Mark said that he was the wizard who came. He said that there's going to be this thing that, I don't know. I just have a hard time on this one, guys. This one I'm really having a hard time with when I started thinking about that. Okay, the Bible, where did that prophecy that got us to there come from? You know what I mean? I don't know. It's a very, very hard egg for me to crack and then not completely destroy. I like over easy eggs. You know, and that one, you're just like totally, you lost all of the juice, you know, over hard. Chewing on it, I need water, no water, you know, you screwed yourself on that one. I don't know. That one I just have a lot of trouble coming around to. Doesn't mean any of it's not true. It's just, when we have this, hey, these people are morons, but these people also told us that this is how it all happened, and it's not because they have any real, detail behind it. It's just a book was written. It's like, okay, well then, why on page 1 does it say that one of the kids killed the other and goes to the nearby town, gets married, and has kids? Where do those people come from? Page 1. I'm just being silly now, guys. Anyway, listen, I do believe that there are questions that I want to get. There's 2 priests I want to have a conversation with my 1775 Bible. Monsignor Kevin, who is the one who blessed this when I was 16 years old and is now my 3rd cousin. Well, not mine, but my wife's 3rd cousin. And that blew my mind because he was a mentor of mine when I was a kid, when I was very religious. And we also have a priest at the local Catholic church, and he's retiring next month. And Father Martin, and he is such an awesome guy. He was like in the Navy, this totally cool guy. We always loved him because he was like cool. He came in one day. This is hilarious. This is hilarious. You guys are going to kick out of this because I know some of you guys are, even if you're not, it's just funny to hear this. So priest, and I guess they're all kind of pretty conservative, but he gets up in front of to the crowd and he says something about Donald Trump. He said like, blah, 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 Donald Trump. And he goes, I love that guy. And it was like, and I looked at my wife. I was like, what the hell? Did he just say he loved Donald Trump? And we were like, that's so weird. But he's retiring this month. And so I told him about my 1775 Bible. And I said, look, I'd love to sit down and ask some of the questions I have from this Bible. And then also talk about your journey. Like 28 years he was a priest and now he's retiring. Like, I'd love to hear more. He's such a cool guy. I'd love to hear when he was in the Navy or the Army, whatever it was. And it may have been the Air Force, whatever it was. He did something really cool. Say, can we sit down and talk, And I really want to sit down with someone who's versed on the Bible and say, you know what? Can you explain some of these, what I consider to be holes? Maybe they're not at all. Maybe you can give me a reasonable explanation. Also, Cliff Claneckley. I don't know if you guys know Cliff. Cliff's on TikTok all over the place. But I know Cliff. I haven't seen him in years. But Cliff was friends with Father Kevin. He's actually used to be a pastor in Wilton, Connecticut. And I used to know Cliff very well when I was younger. And I've seen him now on TikTok. He's exploded because he does exactly what I'm needing. Is he kind of provides insight to those who have questions of faith. And I'm not saying I have questions of faith, because I believe my mission here is the truest and purest, closest form of the essence of this creator. It's pure love. It's connection. It's positivity. It's the moment, which means authentic. And this is what is the ultimate. This is what we really are looking for, is something that we can connect to that's actually real. It's something that's happening. And Cliff is good at that. Every time I hear him speak, I'm like, man, Cliff nailed it again. So I'd love to, and he's actually, this is interesting. I told my son, I'm like, you know what? I think we're going to go up to, it's called, I can't think of it right now. Not Hope Church. That's where he was originally. But the farm, I can't think of it right now, but I did this part of the New Canaan episode. I did of Get to Know America. Grace Farm. That's where he actually preaches on Sundays. I think I'm going to bring my son there next week because he's seen some of his TikTok. He's like, oh, I love Cliff. I was like, you know Cliff? He goes, you know Cliff? I was like, yeah, I actually literally know Cliff. Like, I don't know if when I see him, he's going to be like, Mark, or if he's going to be like, yeah, you know, you look familiar. I remember you as a 16-year-old, 18-year-old. I did see him on the streets when I was mid-20s. I said hi to him and he remembered me, but it's been 20 years since I've seen him. So 15 to 20 years. So likely he doesn't remember me. He meets a lot of people. They would say we only have a little bit of room in our minds to remember the, scenarios and people. But outside of that, I'm pretty sure if I approach Cliff and I tell him, hey, you remember me? Remember we did Young Life together and this is my name, this is my son, and I have a show every day since December 31st, 2018. And I'd love to speak with you about some of my questions. Can we go on the air? I'm pretty sure Cliff will say sure, and he'll just destroy me, which would be great. I'd love to have an episode of him just beating the freaking hell out of me mentally. And I'd be like, oh, I didn't think about it that way, Cliff. Thank you. So we'll see. I'll see if I can get that to happen. Now that we're talking about it, I'm thinking about that. I have to make that happen. It is Christmas, 1248 family. You guys are awesome. I'm going to give you a little something here to play, to roll with here on Christmas. Let's see what we have. Oh, goodness. Did we do the Go, Go, Go song? Let's just hear what this sounds like. I forget what this is like. Pick up a BeatSeat.rocks, fam.
Tangled in a vine, like a fine wine, yeah. Waiting for the dehydration to take place. Oh,
Rapper!
I'm a stranger in this cold place. Yeah, I'm looking for answers. I'm looking for queries. Maybe you can tell me if I'm crazy with my theories. I got things running through my mind. Yeah, I can't go a day without getting them off my chest. I don't know about the rest. Oh, but I've been living my truth for 5 years in a row. You got to go, go, go. Yeah, don't you stop at the door, no. You gotta keep on going, babe. Oh, you got to play within the rules, they say, but I like go fuck yourself. You know what I'm talking about. It's like we're living in this crazy world where you can't be you if you want to. Oh, you got to step back and take control, yeah, before you start to roll downhill. Yeah, you know I'm gonna spill the beans. Oh, you gotta keep on going to go, go, go. Yeah, don't you stop at the door, no. You gotta keep on going.
Guys, this is some fire right here, but I gotta give you a little frequency and vibration. We're feeling it. It's Christmas. I want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas. This will be on my next album. This is all at 432 hertz, the healing frequency. Everything I write is, so come back tomorrow for more. Frequency and vibration. Frequency, vibration, lift them up a level. Yep, that's what you got to do to keep them on the level. Yeah, keep them going higher and higher. Yeah, the frequency and vibration. Keep them lifting higher and higher. Yeah. The frequency and vibration. Yeah. You lift them higher and higher. Yeah. With the frequency and vibration. With the frequency and vibration. With a frequency and vibration, yeah. Lift 'em up. Frequency and vibration. We got to lift each other up while we still got time, yeah. The frequency and vibration, yes. It's on you and me, yes it is. There's no vacation, no. We've been living in it. We got to break our way. The frequency and vibration, yes. We lift them up. Frequency, we lift them up with the frequency and vibration. Every day. The frequency and vibration.
lift the frequency vibration. Lift them up with frequency and vibration. Lift them up, frequency and vibration. We lift them up with the frequency and vibration. Lift them up with the frequency and vibration. With the frequency and vibration.
Woo! Oh my goodness, fam and friends. That's a life changer right there. You know, that is a life changer. But we're not done yet, are we? No, we're into Christmas. It is officially a Christmas, which means we got to get into it, right? You guys know. At least one more, right? We can't just do that and then we're like done. No way. You're out of your mind. You guys are your end, right? What do we got here? I'm trying to find something else here that will inspire us. Over Before You Started. Shine Bright. Great songs here. You make the call, you're cold as ice. Oh my goodness. What are we talking about? Be True. That's a crazy song. What's this?
Wake up and find the sun shine and down on you. Nothing can bring you down. You're going to lead with light. Oh, you're going to brighten up the day. Don't you leave me, don't leave me all alone. And if you stay by my side, we can make it through anything. So hold my hand through the night, through the day, every day. We're gonna make it, my love. We're gonna make it through. Me and you, we're gonna do anything. So if
Oh, goodness. We did it, guys. An hour and 10 Christmas Day, Christmas Eve into Christmas Day, right? This doesn't make it an official 1,820 days in a row. I will be live for Christmas Day. I just don't know what time yet. So please make sure you keep notifications on to click the link. You know, you see, oh, I did have it all on. Or you may have it personalized. Personalized means I've been subscribed for 1,200 days and I never got a notification once. So don't do personalized. Make sure all notifications are turned on and maybe you'll get 1 out of 1,000 notifications going forward. That's at least one, you know? Guys, I am here every single day of existence. This is 1,819 days in a row of it. It's called the Mark Inspire Show. I intend to affect a positive change one person at a time. Please help me do so. Tell someone who's in need, someone who's looking for connection, somebody who's looking for some passion and some love. We have it all right here. And I look forward to doing it again with you tomorrow. But guys, please have the most amazing Christmas with your families. Watch the smiles of those who still are connecting to the magic and be a part of it for just that moment, that breath. You deserve it. You've worked hard this year. You've dealt with a lot. And I will see you tomorrow. Make sure you say goodnight to me. I'm going over to the YouTube channel to do so now. On TikTok, I got, let's see who's here with me. Don, how are you, my friend? Uh-oh. We got Don, we got Roman, and User324. I appreciate you. Come on down, YouTube it. That's where the magic is. Right, guys? At least I think that's where the magic is. Until tomorrow. Why don't I see anything here? Oh, I know why. I'm on the wrong channel. There we go. We're on the right channel now. We are also live on the Mark Inspires TV channel. And of course, now that's not working because I didn't log back over from Mark Inspires TV. Clearly. Well, we're going back to the Mark Inspires channel. So
This is Jocko Podcast number 275.
What the frick?
With Echo Charles and
I don't need Jocko. Not looking for you, Jocko. Freaking Jerko. Marks, right? Oh, goodness. Guys, if you haven't seen, I'm going to give you the link real quick. Today I dropped amazing tips to stay positive this Christmas. The Jesus origin story, which is Yeshua. And also, there is some crazy comedy at the end. It's hilarious. If you haven't seen it yet, please watch that. It will keep you going. And then just keep this in mind. Every day going forward, I'm live in the morning now. It's 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We do an hour to lift you up, pump you up into your day. And then I intend to try to show up later at the end for like an hour like we do, but the guaranteed will be mornings, okay? And if I could, and I don't know if I will be able to do this, 6 a.m. Eastern Standard would be the ideal time for me. That's getting everybody going into the day at the top of the day. Imagine songs being written, this positivity and energy coming at you at 6 a.m. Well, right now it's 9, so make sure you join me for that. And I had 4 powerful, amazing messages this week. They're all in the videos on my YouTube channel. Just go there and watch. Start with the one I just shared with you and then work backwards. There's one about whether or not you're phobic of certain things. I nailed something that no one's talking about yet. And you could use it to disarm any conversation going forward where someone calls you names that aren't true. So go check that out. It's on the Mark Inspires YouTube channel. And until then, let me say goodnight to you. I think we got out here now, Joanne. She's wheezing extra loud tonight, guys. Gosh almighty. I guess that happens from time to time. Here we go. I'm getting into it.
To be free and...
We got to be free. Yeah, thank you. Guys, if you haven't hit the like yet, you know? I mean, this has been a freaking ridiculous show, like every day. A Plays in the house. So good to see you, A Plays. Merry Christmas. Alien Believers, Merry Christmas. So good to see you, Alien. Andrea O'Neill, Merry Christmas. Bex Rock, Merry Christmas. Pamela Swan, Merry Christmas. Rip Curl Readiness in the house. Guys, if you haven't subbed to Rip Curl, that's my brother. Please do so. Ron Tyler, Emergency Management Associates, my brother. Right? Merry Christmas, my friend. Sherry's with us. Merry Christmas, Sherry. Virginia, Merry Christmas. VW Blue Sky, thank you for the donations tonight. You are amazing. It's always amazing to see you. Merry Christmas, my friend. And Wharton Fissel, my brother Wharton Fissel. Right? What's that? No, Joanne. She says Wharton Fissel can whistle. I don't even know what that means. She's wheezing through it, though. When you hear her wheeze, there's a slight whistle in there. Maybe that's what she was referring to. Joanne, is that what you were referring to, is when there's a slight wheeze and whistle at the same time when you're doing it? I'm sorry, Joanne. I can't hear you over the wheeze. Anyway, guys, tomorrow, Bex Rock in the house. Yes! Merry Christmas, Bex. Guys, I will see you tomorrow. Merry Christmas. Until then, until we break back into that 1775 Bible with the sword. I built that sword last week to protect the Bible and to protect Joanne or slaughter her. We're not really sure yet, but we're working it out. Guys, I guess when I clicked the Joanne button, it didn't work today. That's right. None of this is working. We have to figure it out. Something's going on with the Stream Deck. But I will say, in a moment, I will find the outro. Da-da. Right? Tomorrow, Joanne's got to go away. Yes, she does. Thank you guys for being here. Merry Christmas. I will see you tomorrow. Love from me to you, to your families. Have a great night. You got to go away. You got to go away. Yeah, yeah. Merry Christmas, fam.